Yamaha has introduced its first new WaveRunner engine in 15 years. Its full-size flagship, the Yamaha FX HO, now has 1.9 litre four-cylinder power, up from the previous 1.8 litre that has been a mainstay of the Yamaha range since 2008. The new 1.9 litre resets Yamaha's benchmark as the biggest capacity engine in the jet ski market today. And it bridges the performance gap between the now superseded 1.8 litre engine and Yamaha's supercharged 1.8 litre. In this video, we will cover Australian and US pricing for the 2024 Yamaha FX HO, go through all the key features, tell you what it's like to ride, and do acceleration and top speed tests using precision VBox timing equipment. Let's get started. Yamaha has launched its most powerful FX HO to date, now with a 1.9 litre engine, up from the previous 1.8. In case you're wondering, Yamaha is yet to release a supercharged version of the new 1.9 litre, which is said to still be some time away. In the meantime, Yamaha's mid-size performance GP range and its full-size FX range are available with the new naturally aspirated 1.9 litre engine or the supercharged 1.8, which continues to be offered in SVHO variants. We are testing the 2024 Yamaha FX HO Cruiser with the new 1.9 litre engine. Yamaha's WaveRunner division doesn't quote horsepower numbers, but estimates peg an output of about 200 horsepower, up from the previous 180 horsepower. Before we get to our top speed and acceleration test results, let's do a quick recap of the prices and the key features for the 2024 Yamaha FX HO. There are two model grades available, the FX HO and the FX HO Cruiser. The FX HO has a white colour scheme with black and blue highlights. The FX HO Cruiser has a dark blue colour scheme with black and white graphics. Both FX HO models are identical except for their colour schemes and the tiered seating on the Cruiser. In the US, the 2024 Yamaha FX HO costs from $15,699 excluding trailer and registration, and the FX HO Cruiser costs from $16,999. In Australia, the 2024 Yamaha FX HO costs from $27,399 excluding trailer and registration, and the FX HO Cruiser costs from $28,299. Check the Yamaha WaveRunner website in your country for the latest prices and standard features. These prices represent significant increases to the previous 1.8 litre model, and it wasn't that long ago that this new price range was exclusive to top-end supercharged skis. Key specifications for the updated Yamaha FX HO include the biggest combined storage of any jet ski on sale today. USB and 12-volt charging sockets inside the biggest glove compartment in the segment, as well as a rubber holster for smartphones. A clever waterproof under-seat storage bucket, as well as a wet storage area in the stern, a wide rear boarding rail, a pair of dock tie points on the handlebars, factory-fitted stereo speakers, and a new 7-inch touchscreen, up from the previous 5-inch display, now standard across both variants. The infotainment system can be configured with optional maps, and unique in the jet ski market, two tiny microphones on top of the centre console enable the rider to take or make phone calls with a built-in Bluetooth connection. As with Sea-Doo watercraft, the Yamaha reverse trigger is on the left and the accelerator trigger is on the right. Ride modes include comfort, economy, towing and performance. There's also a custom mode that allows the owner to limit the top speed so kids and other family members don't get too carried away. As before, there is cruise control and a no-wake mode for slow speed areas, and adjustable trim to bring the nose up or down depending on conditions and the fuel load. From 2022 onwards, the Yamaha FX hull was upgraded to heavy-duty SMC fiberglass rather than lightweight Nano XL. The 70-litre fuel tank delivers good riding range, though the filler cap is on the nose, which makes it difficult to refuel when on the water. After 2 years of the Yamaha FX low fuel warning buzzers being triggered early, even though the tank was more than half full, and the fuel used trip meter being wiped every time the engine was switched off, Yamaha has finally introduced a software fix. The updates should already be applied to 2024 models from the factory. Meanwhile, owners of 2022 and 2023 models can take their FX WaveRunners back to the dealer for the free software flash. Here are the Australian details on the 2024 Yamaha FX HO. Here are the US details. Yamaha says the new 1.9-litre four-cylinder engine, which revs to a maximum 7,600 RPM, delivers more power, faster acceleration, and a higher top speed than the previous 1.8. We will test those claims shortly. Yamaha says the new 1.9-litre four-cylinder engine has optimised intake and exhaust paths and a 10% larger throttle body for more power and torque. The new engine is paired with a new top loader or scoop intake grate for improved jet pump efficiency and acceleration, and to prevent cavitation on takeoff. As we discovered, this new scoop grate enables faster and smoother launches. For technically minded viewers, here is some more detail on the upgrades. While we're taking a moment, this is a good time to point out Yamaha has made changes to the fuel injector wiring harness. A common fault, usually after about 30 hours of operation in ocean conditions, the fuel injector wires could fray and detach where they met the plastic clips, which would require the replacement of the complete fuel injector wiring harness. Hopefully that problem is addressed with the new 1.9. The latest Yamaha FX hull, a new design introduced in 2019, is agile and responsive despite being a full-size 3-seat sit-down ski. And it's one of the best hulls in the jet ski market today when riding in rough chop. However, since Yamaha changed the ride plate of the FX HO a couple of years ago and shaped a deeper cut in the ride plate to help bring the nose up and deliver a higher top speed, the bow tends to bounce around a little more. As we have said in previous tests, we'd like to try the FX HO with the flatter ride plate from the supercharged FX SVHO, even if it came at the sacrifice of top speed. So, how fast is the 2024 Yamaha FX HO 1.9 litre? Surprisingly, our testing shows it is only slightly faster than the previous 1.8, since the 2022 and 2023 models switched to new ride plates to bring the nose up. However, it feels stronger in mid-range acceleration and as it approaches top speed. As always, our acceleration times are an average of 4 runs, 2 in each direction, in this instance with a rider weighing 100 kilograms or 220 pounds. We tested in flat water conditions rather than ocean chop to ensure we could extract the best performance. Wind speed, wind direction, air temperature and the water current can all affect the results, which is why we took an average of 2 directions rather than taking advantage of a tailwind or a favourable current. The ski tested had been run in with more than 7 hours on the clock, and the ambient temperature on the day was a mild 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. We used performance mode for each run, which acts like a launch control as it initially keeps the nose down so the jet pump gets more traction at the start, but then the trim automatically adjusts to bring the nose up as the speed increases, so there is less resistance at higher speeds. Our VBox timing equipment was programmed to start from 5 km an hour or 3 miles per hour rather than 0, because the slightest movement triggers the device. Here are the numbers. The figures show the Yamaha FX HO 1.9 litre launches better than the previous 1.8, hitting 40 km an hour or 25 miles per hour in just 1.64 seconds, largely thanks to the new scoop grate which reduces cavitation. and it hit 90 kilometers an hour or 56 miles per hour in 6.83 seconds, on the way to a top speed average of 99.6 kilometers an hour or 61.9 miles per hour. However, on one run, we did briefly nudge 100.1 kilometers an hour or 62.2 miles per hour. Results will vary depending on rider weight, fuel load and water conditions, but this is what we got on the day, taking an average of 4 runs in 2 directions. Here's how the 2024 Yamaha FX HO 1.9 litre compares to some other full-size 3-seater, non-supercharged jet skis based on our own VBox testing. We've used 80 kilometers an hour or 50 miles per hour as the benchmark for this comparison because not all of these skis can top 90 kilometers an hour or 56 miles an hour. Although the step up from the 1.8 to the 1.9 litre FX HO is incremental, the Yamaha FX is considerably faster than its nearest rivals, and in many regards fills the void between non-supercharged and supercharged jet skis. The only downside we discovered was fuel consumption. In our testing, as well as completing 2 long-distance, week-long ocean rides on the east coast of Australia, the 2024 Yamaha FX HO 1.9 litre non-supercharged engine used as much fuel as the 1.8 litre supercharged FX SVHO. Translated, that equates to about 55 litres per 100 kilometres or 4.3 miles per gallon in our testing. The previous 1.8 litre non-supercharged FX HO, which we have owned and tested extensively, used to consume fuel at a rate of about 50 litres per 100 k's or 4.7 miles per gallon. So the new 1.9 litre delivers more power, but it is less efficient. However, even at this level of consumption, the 70 litre or 34.3 US gallon fuel tank is large enough to cover up to 120 kilometres or 75 miles between refills, depending on conditions. To sum up, the Yamaha FX HO is one of our favourite skis here at Watercraft Zone, and the 2024 model goes way beyond a simple update. This is a major midlife overhaul, and it shows just how much Yamaha has invested in it. There have been significant upgrades to the FX each year since this generation was launched in 2019. The FX HO remains one of the best jet skis in rough water conditions. It has the largest centre console storage compartment in the business. It is the only jet ski with a touchscreen. The Bluetooth phone connection and tiny microphones are handy when you're having a break on the water and save you from having to extract your phone to take or make a quick call. For all its creature comforts, at its core, the 2024 Yamaha FX HO is a really well-rounded machine that experienced riders can enjoy taking to the limit, but which also makes first-time riders feel right at home. Watercraft Zone would like to extend a huge thanks to the guys at Wollongong City Jet Ski, just south of Sydney, Australia, who loaned us this Yamaha FX HO Cruiser demonstrator model to test over 2 weekends in early 2024. As always, to read the full review and to check out the latest jet ski news, head over to watercraftzone.com.au. Please hit like if you've enjoyed this video and subscribe to this channel so we can grow our jet ski community and to make sure you don't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching.